Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So today turned out to be a pretty good day. All-time high. We broke it. And it looks like Bitcoin wants to keep going. This is something I mentioned this morning and this past week. There was something in the air and it seemed like Bitcoin's ready. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's the next stop for Bitcoin? And what about all the alts? They are coming back to life. It's starting to get exciting again, guys. That's why I'm streaming tonight. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, Bitcoin is sitting right under $116,000. That's right. We have come up very quickly in the last few days. That's what we want. We actually almost touched upon 117. And you know what? This morning, I kind of called it. See, this is what I said this morning, right? I showed this morning, I'm like, look at the liquidity levels. And the market makers tend to like to wipe out the leverage. So if we break up to the upside, most likely, you know, we'll get to 114, maybe 115, right? And that's exactly what happened. And if we want to see where we're heading next, well, look at this. We shattered through all the shorts over here. And now we're right at this level, kind of sitting pretty. If you look at the levels above, though, okay, there's not that much up here. Not much up here. So I tweeted out earlier today that I think 120 is next. Because if you look at it, there's not that much that we need to push to get up to 120 here. Okay, so that is looking pretty darn good. And alts, of course, today, look at ETH, almost back to 3,000. Look at that big jump. You got SUI having a huge move today, and it still continues to go. Almost back to 350. You got XRP back to 250. Sol back to 164. Love to see it above 200 soon. And AVAX almost up to 21. So today, everything is a go. Now, what's causing this? A few things happened today. I mean, it was late. But here's something that's directly involved with crypto that came out. The Treasury Department and IRS are now removing this crypto broker tax rule so that DEXs, decentralized finance projects, no longer have to report customer transactions, which is kind of stupid. They have no idea who these people are or anyone is because everyone's just conducting transactions in their wallet. So this finally was removed. I think that's pretty big. Also, we got some rate news. Here's the thing. White House accuses Powell of mismanaging Federal Reserve. So they're building a case. They're building a case to kick out Powell. That's what it seems like. And even one of his own people, Fed President Waller, is now calling for a rate cut in July. Waller is saying, even though we may get temporary inflation from the tariffs, but it's going to go away, we should have a rate cut in July. That puts a lot of pressure on Powell because he's being accused of not knowing what he's doing. And now you have others that are saying, let's just go ahead and cut. Let's not wait any longer. There's no reason to wait. So I think this got markets looking, feeling good. Right, we may get that cut. There may be a chance at the end of this month. Maybe we don't have to wait until September. That would be pretty cool. And we still have 2 more cuts coming later this year. So I think these things caused some upward movement. But overall, we know Bitcoin has been inching higher, and finally it broke. I see someone in the comments says, Chris says, XRP never flipped ETH, George. You mean ever in history? That is incorrect. XRP even flipped Bitcoin at one point in time, which was ridiculous. But give it some more time. It's go flip ETH. But here's the thing. Going back to Bitcoin, we know it was about ready. Even this morning, I said it's like a loaded spring. Bitcoin's ready to pop. And of course, you know, this is not just blind faith. I've been covering the macro conditions helping, the buying, the fundamentals obviously helping. You got a ton of buying, endless buying from corporations, institutions, retail investors, all alike. Look at this, Bitcoin treasury adoption up 3x year over year. 725,000 Bitcoin so far from just the companies. And they're not stopping. Like here's Cooler, for example. Increased Bitcoin holding to 101 million. K-Wave Media is trying to finance $1 billion to buy Bitcoin. Right? So it goes on and on and on and on. And the usual players like Sailor and Metaplan and others are buying. ETFs are buying. BlackRock is loading up. It's not going to stop. Right? And a lot of people were worried that Bitcoin would never go up because of the OTC market. And I answered. There'll be times where there's plenty Bitcoin for sale. And then there'll be times where there's not enough. And then that's when things get explosive. Imagine when the ETFs go to Coinbase and say, I want to buy some Bitcoin. And they're like, no, we don't have enough on OTC market. We got to grab it from spot market. That's when things get explosive. And I think that's exactly what's happening. There's just not enough sellers at this point. That's why. You look at this also. As part of the macro conditions, DXY collapsing. Whenever DXY goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Global liquidity, whenever that goes up, Bitcoin goes up. And every single Bitcoin holder should be in the profit now. Unless you just bought $500 more than what it is now earlier today. But think about this. Every single Bitcoin holder is in profit. Every single Bitcoin holder is in profit unless you sold at bottom and you took that loss. But had you been holding, basically, it doesn't matter. When you bought Bitcoin, you are at profit. How often can you say that about anything? That's crazy. It's crazy. So, with all this goodness, what is the next stop? A lot of people are charting it. According to this 5.618 extension, cycle top, this is projecting Bitcoin to be at 184,000. Even though the last cycle predicted 64,000, but then it was actually 69,000, so it's a little bit wrong. So even though this is predicting 185,000, we could certainly go higher and go up to 200,000. Same thing in 2017. It predicted 18,700 and we went to 19,800. So it's not 100% accurate. It's pretty close. So 200,000 within a few more months? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Right? And right now, if you're looking at all the charts, we're breaking out. We're breaking out from this trend line, which is also very good. We're breaking out from the Wyckoff pattern. If you're looking at it, all the accumulation, all the shakeouts and everything is out. Also, I talked about global liquidity. It's been going up. We've been lagging a little bit. There's a 100-day lag. But now we're starting to move up like clockwork. So we're going higher, guys. We are going higher. And here's something interesting. According to the Journal of Risk and Financial Management, they're looking at supply and demand, and based on it, and based on how much is being withdrawn, I guess, This is adjusting Bitcoin will reach 1 million by 2027. So this is only 2 years from now. 2 years. And could be 5 million by early 2031. This is projecting that just basically no one's withdrawing, basically. Everyone continues to buy and hodl. So, can't wait. Can't wait for that day to come. But first things first, let's head up to 120. And then let's head up to 150. Then let's head up to 200. And then we could talk about $1 million Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin hits 250,000, then 1 million Bitcoin no longer seems so far-fetched. Right now, still seems like it's far-fetched. It has to go up 8x, 7x, 8x to get to 1 million. But at 250,000, it's only 4x. And that's very, very doable within a cycle. So things are going to get a lot more exciting. A lot more exciting. And you know what? Hey, some of the meme coins joined in the fun today. Pengu, Doge, others. You know, whenever excitement comes back with the alts, guess what's going to happen? The memes come back to life. So that's good. But you got some legit projects, okay? Legit projects is doing well. Circle's bringing native USDC and CCTPV2 to Say network. Obviously, Say is very involved with stablecoins. Even Wyoming picked them. But getting native USDC is awesome. Their TVL is also skyrocketing right now. 626 million. That's really good. So good for them. But also you got like a old project like Injective starting to heat up. Someone just asked about Injective recently. They're starting to see more activity. They have launched their EVM testnet. They're still doing their burning. They're concentrating on RWA. They got some memes too. I mean, they're a goodie from back in the day. So they're coming back up. And of course, you got others like Sui that's coming up in a big way, Solana, XRP, and even ETH. All doing well. All doing well. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this for quite some time. So, it's a good day. It's a good day. And it could continue into tomorrow. I mean, we are short-term time frame. We're a little bit overbought. You know, we may be hovering here for a little bit. But the momentum is definitely back. You can't argue that. And we're looking like we want to go higher. That's for sure. All right. Let's do some Q&A. What is today? Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, you know what? I haven't DCA'd in a long time. You know, like a couple weeks now. I think 3 weeks. So I might as well DCA since I'm live streaming. Let me log in here. And by the way, you can see my DCA portfolio, which I'll pull up on my website too. You don't have to wait for me to do it. Let's see here. All right, I got it pulled up. Up 5% in the last 24 hours. Last week, this is a little slow to refresh here. I guess last week's 5. No, 8% right there. Week over week, all time, back to 94%. Pretty good. Pretty good. What should I DCA into? I'm going to DCA $300 for 3 weeks because I don't think I did it the last few weeks. Well, top mover still. Bitcoin, Sol, Sui, BNB. Still a lot in the red. A lot in the red. So they haven't come back yet. So there's play opportunity. Like if you look at Pepe, went up 13% today, Injective 12%. A lot of big movers here. Cardano is even up 9% today. Where's XRP? Oh, XRP's up here. Pepe's barely down. Near Protocol is still down. Ondo. Say, I just talked about Say. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to add a little Say in here. I got Ethereum down here. I hate to add Ethereum at this point. So I think I'm going to add some Say. Maybe a little bit more of Jupiter because they're still fantastic. And I think I have more Sui. I think I'm underweight with Sui. All right, so that's what I'm going to do here. All right, $100. Wait a minute, no, I did that wrong. Quantity 28.76. There we go, $100 value. And then I was gonna add Jupiter. Do $100 of this. No. 205.21. I messed up here. Okay. And then I was gonna add Say. All right. In case you ever want to see it, I don't know how fast it updates, but it's under dashboard, and you could see it here. I think it did update instantly. So if you ever want to see how it's doing, just go here, go into dashboard. You can see the DCA portfolio, and you got a lot of other good stuff here. You see perps option on Phantom Wallet. Steve and I covered that this morning. It's using Hyper Liquid. A lot of people, the only thing I caution right now is a lot of people are probably very leveraged long right now. Okay. So there is one danger, and that is we may get a flash crash down to like this 111.6 mark and wipe out these longs, and then we go back up. So this morning I said that we could either go down here and then come back up, but we obviously didn't. We just went up. But that's the one thing I would caution. There's probably a lot of people with longs right now. A lot of longs. And then, you know, because of that, we may get a flush down here before we go higher. Ricky says I missed his super chat. What's super chat? Do you like Space and Time Coin, Microsoft backed? No, I do not. Actually, I don't know. I'm neutral. It's not like I'm against it. I forgot how Microsoft is related. Space and Time. 124 million. They were associated in some way. I remember it, but I forgot what. It's really a bad name. It just sounds like a meme coin. Sounds like it shouldn't be called this. Yep. Don't know too much about it. You know what I could do? And that is Ask Grok here, which is now called Super Grok. Tell me about the crypto project, space and time, and Microsoft's involvement. Jason sent a $20 super chat with the message retracted. Focusing on providing a verifiable data warehouse for Web3 applications and index the data like Ethereum, Bitcoin Sui, enabling smart contracts to access tamper-proof on-chain, off-chain data using zero knowledge. Sounds a lot like Chainlink and the Graph. Actually, it sounds a lot like the Graph. Microsoft's involvement. Microsoft's venture VC arm led a $20 million strategic round in 2022. Participated in a $20 million Series A in 2024. Bring, integration Microsoft Fabric. Yeah, it's actually it sounds a lot like Chainlink. And Microsoft is deeply invested in it. They really want it to work. But I don't hear anyone really talking about it. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad. It's hard to compete with Chainlink, though. It's really hard to compete with Chainlink. It's kind of funny that we kind of just got used to already. 116. But, man, it took a while. It took a while to get there. You guys still remember? Still remember this? We dipped down to 98 only a month ago. You know, and we dipped down to 73 just a few months ago. Again, sometimes it seems boring. Sometimes it seems like, well, we're just going sideways forever. Right? But you just got to have patience. The best time to buy was yesterday. The next best time, today. Fire down below. If there is a Bitcoin super cycle, then so would alts. Makes sense, yes. Alts only go down because Bitcoin goes down. In crypto winter, I should say. Whenever there's scary moments, everyone sells everything. But if Bitcoin continues to rise up and there's strength in Bitcoin, there's really no reason why retail will sell alts. Unless Bitcoin is going up so much, it's pulling liquidity away from the alts. Yeah, I bet today's ETF inflow is going to be enormous. I'll cover it tomorrow. And a lot of the crypto-based stocks, man, they did well. Robinhood, I've been telling you guys about Robinhood, near 99. Coinbase, almost 400 again. MicroStrategy's up. Circle's up. You know, so even people that are playing stocks or options, you made a lot of money. Today, it's just a good day all around. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Right now, futures market is down, but can certainly turn green for the. See, MicroStrategy's one up. Coinbase is up in the aftermarket right now. There's going to be 35% tariffs on Canada goods August 1st. 105 market cap with checks Chin Tai. Never heard of it. No idea what this is. Book a demo. Why do you need to book a demo? Almost seems like a consultant company. Helps companies go to market. I hate that name. Why can't they just call it checks? Why do they have to call it Chin Tai? If MicroStrategy gets added to S&P 500, it'll be huge. It's going to be huge. Normally, I would be drinking some Blue Label, but trying to cut back a little bit on my consumption. You know, I tweeted out an interesting question on X. Download Grok. You don't need to download it. What's the ultimate flex? Retire your wife, retire your parents, buying Lambo, or all of the above. Or maybe putting your kids to school could be another one. But I ran out of options. I want to know what you guys think. Fire down below. What's going to perform better, Cycle, XRP, or ADA? No question, XRP. Troy Crypto. No, I did not play the villain from Rush Hour. Who's the villain in Rush Hour? I don't even remember the villain. Was there even a villain? Red Label. That's too peasant-like for me. Oh, I missed some super checks. New Type is asking about Supra. Would you bid? You know, I gotta do more research into Supra, so I can't really tell you much about it. And then Ricky asked about Sharplink Gaming stock. They buy ETH. Then I would not follow it. Gaming, I don't know. Gaming crypto doesn't do well. I don't know about gaming projects that are buying ETH. Not my thing. Only stocks that I follow mostly are related to crypto, like Coinbase, Robinhood, MicroStrategy, Circle. Simple Green. I appreciate that. What market cap do you see Injective? At least, I think they got to get back to their previous high. I know they're really far off, but, you know, there's always a chance. They were at 50 plus before, so back in January, they got up to almost 30 something. They were getting close, so I think they have a chance. Am I advisor for Wagman Games? Yes. I was an early investor. I met them not early investor, but I met them during filming of Next Crypto Gem. Got involved. Zan, stop adding me. My pet peeve is people that at me during Q&A. Zan, I just did DCA. You could go to my website and go to the dashboard and you can see the DCA portfolio. I just added it today. You missed it just minutes ago. Do you think AVAX and COC will get back their all-time high? I think AVAX could. I think they're still doing the right things, but they're really far off. I think they have a chance, kind of like Injective. I don't know about COC though. There's too much now. There's so many other memes on AVAX now. There's some that are even bigger, so I don't know if COC could get back. I'm hoping they can, but I'm not so sure. A lot of XRP fans in here. By the way, since you guys are all making a lot of money, go ahead. Feel free to buy a HODL sign or a Mega Bitcoin chain on my website. Or you could buy a watch, although my CRU watch is not quite done yet, but it will be soon. And it's going to be amazing. I already showed previews of it. It's going to be really amazing when it's done. But in the meantime, you guys go buy some merch on my website. Highly appreciated. And also, hey, my Learn page is up. Okay, you could join Trade Hunter. We're going to have a trading group class, actually, free to take. And you could join the Discord right now. It's free. You could talk with others, talk with the team. I'm in there sometimes. It's all free. A lot of you guys love to chat. Why would you not join it? Just go to the Learn page and click Join Now. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing this chain at all the conferences I go to from now on. I should make an XRP sign. What if I design a HODL with the XRP logo there? Will you guys like it? I think you guys will like that. Some of you guys will like that. I'll probably create one. And I create one with the Solana, different colors. You know how hard it is, Fetty, to make that chain? It takes 7 hours to print that, and it takes a ton of filament, man. So you like XRP now? I'm confused. I already said a lot of you guys must have not been like watching me for years. I like XRP now. Ever since Trump took office, my stance has changed because he's so pro-crypto, pro-American, so that you got the best of both worlds, American crypto project, and now they don't have to worry about the SEC, and they have a ton of money. So the narrative has changed for XRP. XRP actually has a set supply, Milton. It doesn't dilute on a monthly basis. I said that before. I didn't like XRP before because I don't like how Ripple conducts their business. They own 50% of the supply. They unlock every quarter to sell to institutions that are going to be using them. And then they relock back whatever they don't sell. But XRP actually does have a set supply. And they actually do have burning, which people don't realize. So there's a lot of misconceptions about it. However, I do think because of their stable coin, I think institutions will go buy their RLUSD to make transactions rather than XRP. So I think because of that, and Ripple themselves are going to go public, they're going to find other ways to make money so that they don't have to sell their own XRP. However, they still do hold an enormous amount of supply. That's for sure. I feel like a lot of people tonight have not been watching me for like years or something. You're wrong about Arrow though, George. I'm never wrong. Just misinterpreted. I'm not wrong about Arrow. I mean, it could do well. There are a lot of projects I don't like that could do well. So if you're only basing it on performance, then so be it. But I just don't see any reason for Arrow to exist. Everything that I'm base is on Uniswap. Uniswap is by far the biggest, has all the LPs. I don't know what Arrow. The only thing that's going for them is because they were invested in Coinbase Ventures. They got listed, and people got all excited about, Circle and Coinbase and base memes. But base memes aren't doing that well. Anyways, I'm not hating on it. I don't know. I like Uniswap better. Have you seen Pump.Fun is making a token? They may not be. After all the backlash, they may be changing their mind. Texas Joe, did you not just listen to what I said? I said I changed my mind when Trump became president. When was that? 4 months ago. No, it seems like 4 months ago. 9 months ago. I just got done saying why. Actually, I'm banning you because you're just not listening and being an idiot. Kardish Moon Vlogs. Your videos give me hope. I appreciate that. Superman movie. Is it out? I think I would like to see it. I don't like the new suit. It makes the new Superman look kind of fat. But if it's out, I'm going to go watch it. Not tonight, though. Someone said Superman sucked bad. Someone else said it was good. Oh well, I'll go check it out sometime. When do you think altcoin season will start? True altcoin season probably won't start until like late. Probably after October, November timeframe, towards the end of this cycle. But hey, things might be different. If we don't have crypto winter after December, if we keep on going, then it could go for a long time. DDT, appreciate you being a member for 7 months. Superman was so bad I fell asleep. That's not good. Okay, stacks hit $4 this cycle. There's a chance. Its previous high was what, 350, almost 4. So there's a chance. There's a chance. All right, guys. I'll let you guys go. Get some rest. Tomorrow's another big day. We'll see where things head to. So smash it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Since so many people are asking about XRP, I got to show the most educational video ever created. Take care.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.